The story begins in a place called the Earth Dragon Kingdom, where the sun in the sky is emitting a light that is destroying Linhei City. The world, surrounded by countless monsters from other worlds, is facing massive disasters, leaving humanity with no hope left. However, heaven did not abandon humans. When everything was about to be destroyed, marks appeared on the backs of all humans, awakening different special classes through those mysterious marks. Since then, mankind has entered the era of class shifters. Among the many awakened ones, there are only 3 legendary classes. Due to the immense power of these legendary classes, the Lighthouse Kingdom Ghost Swordsman is named Alpha, the Timber Kingdom Hill Dragon is named Restive, the Icebound Kingdom Frost King is named Quanjixian. The Lighthouse Kingdom, Ephemeral Kingdom, and Icebound Kingdom have always been far ahead of other kingdoms in terms of strategies against other worlds. 100 years ago, a genius class shifter emerged in the Dragon Kingdom. The strongest in the Dragon Kingdom, Zuluo set the highest record in China in just 10 years, becoming the 70th first master in the world. When the strongest level of the 9 beasts invaded, Zuluo, as the 8th class shifter, defended the rift alone, saving the Dragon Kingdom but sacrificing himself. Currently, news reporters are announcing that today is the 100th anniversary of Zuluo's heroic death. The memorial service held in the capital Dragon City the day before yesterday was attended by the top class shifters of the Dragon Kingdom. The reporter also reported that this year, a total of 12.52 million people attended the kingdom's awakening, an increase of 11.3 from last year, which set the highest record in 110 years. The number of these top-class shifters is far more than the record of Zuluo's birth year. The protagonist, who was sleeping, hears a voice saying that the doors to an alternate world are about to open and class shifters must be ready. He opens his eyes, hears the sound again, and suddenly gets startled and turns pale. He stands up startled, looks around and says, "Is he already dead?" He touches his head as it starts to hurt. Suddenly, a flood of memories fills his mind. He sees a child, a pitiful-looking boy, a girl telling him that he woke up to be the world's most useless classmate who isn't worth her time, and a nurse informing him that his younger brother Zanyu's medical bills are 2 months late, urging him to take his brother home if he can't pay. He also sees a boy saying that a poor man who raises animals will die sooner or later in an alternate world and expressing regret. "I'm sorry, I'm a useless older brother. I can't save you and I can't even save myself." Seeing all this, the hero becomes confused and asks whose memories these are. After taking some time to calm down and assess his circumstances, he realized something unusual. He was reborn after 100 years with the same name as his previous form. As he surveyed his new situation, he found that the body in which he now lived, one was that of the beast tamer, which is widely considered weak and ineffective. He understood why animal tamers were often viewed as useless. They relied heavily on their pets for combat, needing to strike a balance between improving their skills and increasing their pets' attributes. It was calculated that becoming a powerful beast tamer would require immense wealth, often equivalent to the resources needed to rule a kingdom, making it a difficult path for common people. It is. Reflecting on the past life of his new body, he found that Zhang Yu, the former owner, there was an unsuccessful young man who took his life. Feeling a sense of responsibility, they decided to honor Zhang Yu's life, carrying his burden and aiming to conquer the challenging alternate world they now lived in. He looked at a photo of Zhang Yu's younger brother, then wore a shirt and faced a mirror, and declared his intention to get his life back. At that moment, a portal appeared, carrying a system message indicating the opening of a gateway to an alternate world. He ordered the portal to be opened and entry into it. As soon as he did so, another system message appeared, acknowledging that he had been offline for a staggering 36,552 days. The system provided him with detailed statistics and rewards, including a vast accumulation of alternative energy and a legendary treasure called the Supreme Oracle. The Supreme Oracle became active, giving him a permanent boost in alternative energy collection, increasing his profits by 10,000 times both online and offline. This effect took effect immediately, significantly increasing his passive income and resulting in a huge quantity of alternative energy was obtained. He felt a mixture of surprise and happiness at the staggering amount of alternative energy he had collected. He was unable to believe that he had received an incredible reward for overcoming Wave, the most advanced animal in the alternate world. Just then, another system message appeared, giving her the chance to reset her class and choose one of the 7 legendary core classes. The system displayed his current class, Knight Undead Doomrider, along with a list of available classes. Options included Warrior Dark Swordsman, Assassin Shadow Reaper, Holy Priest, Mage Hellfire Mastery, Archer Ghost, Beast Hammer, Necromancer. Reflecting on his past, he remembered how 100 years ago he awoke as a top-tier warrior, but the strongest core class in that alternate world was the Beast Tamer. Despite its strength, this class required a lot of alternative energy for both personal and pet development, making it difficult to advance. Now, armed with his vast storehouse of dormant rewards, he made his decision. Her first choice was, of course, the Necromancer. As soon as she selected the class, a message congratulated her on becoming the 4th legendary core class in the optional tasks. Necromancer, an advanced Beast Tamer class. Immediately, she received a 100-star initial growth. Feeling a wave of power, she exclaimed happily, appreciating the remarkable strength that came with being a legendary class. Then she glanced at her status window. The description of her new class, the Necromancer, highlighted its legendary core nature. The Necromancer, known as the Angel of Resurrection from Hell, was adept at harnessing the power of the dead, with her growth stats alone being impressive. Magic attack increase, 25 stars. Mana increase, 18 stars. Health increase, 20 stars. Physical defense increase, 18 stars. Magic defense increase, 19 stars. Additionally, he had acquired several skills. The first was Soul Harvest, which gave a chance to collect the soul of a monster he had killed in the alternate world, making it a pet. These pets could not be traded and were only for his use or as materials to upgrade other pets. Another skill, Undead Evolution, allowed all of his pets to evolve by eating other pets of the same level, with the potential to reach legendary status. These pets also had unlimited loyalty. Finally, the Death Reduction skill had the experience needed to upgrade all of his pets, making their evolution much more efficient. He knew that ordinary beast tamers usually improved their pets' intelligence through mission rewards with limited potential for quality increase. He was delighted that a necromancer could not only grow pets, but also raise monsters as their pets. The immense power of this legendary class made him very happy. Reflecting on his past life, he remembered how he had cleared 70 worlds in a mere 10 years with his top-tier class, and become number 1 in the Dragon Kingdom. Now, beginning his current life with a legendary class, he was determined to completely clear each level until the final world. He vowed to not only become the strongest in the Dragon Kingdom, but also to take the number 1 spot in the entire world. After all his preparations, he entered the alternate world and received a system message. Welcome to the Nightmare Source, the first alternative world. Based on your login location, the system will match you to a safe area called Doomsday Town. The system gently reminded him that fighting is prohibited in secure areas and asked if he wanted to continue using Ides Aluo. He refuses and chooses a new ID, 0, explaining that his goal is to return to his former self. What Axeluo wanted to overcome was, he believed, the ultimate achievement represented by the concept of 0. Upon reaching Doomsday Town in Nightmare Source, he gathers with others, many of whom new people seem to be there. One girl thought, "Is this an alternate world? It looks just like the real world. Very mysterious." Another person asked, Shouldn't there be demons everywhere in an alternate universe? Where are the demons? Someone replied, it is a safe area. The demons are out there. Everyone received a message announcing the first world quest, which could be seen on the mission interface. Following this announcement, some people started looking for teammates, while others started preparing in advance. The mission for the Nightmare Source, First World, was to survive and break the Doomsday Cycle. They had to overcome many calamities and defeat the darkness that revived the demons sleeping beneath the earth when darkness covered the earth. There were also 2 specific world discoveries. They included a total of 1,000 monsters in the First World. 2. Collect 10 silver coins in the First World by killing monsters or completing quests. Otherwise, completing these quests will unlock the First World Boss Dungeon channel. Defeating the boss would grant entry to the other world. After reviewing the quest details, she closed the system window and calmly commented that the layout of this alternate world seemed unchanged from her previous experience. He decided to purchase some tools before tackling the search. Heading to the appliance center, he was greeted by the shop owner, Charles, who asked what he needed. He glanced around the shop, noting that the system's equipment shop, as he remembered it, only offered basic, unsophisticated products. The best item available was 1-star equipment. Seeing him browsing, the store owner approached and said, if you are not satisfied with these, I also have higher quality equipment available, although it will cost more copper coins. It is more cost-effective to purchase a complete set of raw products instead. So Luo turned and left, thanking him for his advice. After he left, a girl in the crowd asked, wouldn't a weapon with a higher star rating have better characteristics and increased attack power? Refining equipment requires alternative energy, which is only obtained in small amounts by killing monsters during the quest, the person explained. For example, if you kill a pig-type monster, you will only get 1 unit of alternate energy. This is a precious resource. It should not be wasted. One commented that this child will face disaster later on. The other said with concern, I don't know where this country boy comes from, but he obviously doesn't understand how things work. Progress is difficult without money, both here and abroad. After walking a little further, XL Luo stopped and reflected on the average new class shifter. Spending all your money on a 1-star device is not cost-effective. He then checked his staff, noting that the amount of alternative energy that could be obtained by an ordinary class shifter from killing demons was extremely limited, making it impractical for them to refine 1-star equipment. The fire staff was a refined item used by wizards and beast hammers. It had the following statistics: level 0, magical attack power 5, an average magic staff that could increase damage. After reading the staff information, he smiled and said, it's a shame that I don't have enough alternative energy. Then he began to refine his staff. A shape system message appeared stating that refinement would consume 1 point of alternative energy and that there was a 10% chance of being upgraded to the green attribute. The more features, the higher the purification consumption and the lower the success rate. The system asked whether he wanted to proceed, and XL Luo replied in the affirmative. In his first attempt, he succeeded. The system asked if he wanted to reflash it, and he agreed. After several attempts, with some failures and some successes, he got a message. This appliance has been upgraded to the highest level. The number of one-click refinements is 132 times, totaling 985 alternative world energy consumption. Congratulations on achieving the gold feature. The name of the staff was changed to Fire Herald Staff. Seeing the workers refine 1032 times, he proudly commented, this represents hundreds of billions of alternative energy potential. Then he checked his employees' details. Fire Herald Staff, Level 0, Magic Attack Power 26, Extra Attribute, Intelligence. Skill Burning. The magic attack puts the enemy into a burning state for 3 seconds, causing them to lose 20 health points per second. It describes the staff as being born from flames, the purpose of which is to reduce enemies to ashes. With these final preparations, he was ready for battle. Hello friends, welcome to the second episode of Receive 3 Trillion Ability Points, and those who have not seen the previous episode, go and watch it quickly because the first episode is very fun. So let's move on to the next episode. I want to say one important thing. In this video of mine, our hero name is Asura. What if we change Sanskrit to English? It becomes demon. So Google changed it, so that is why our hero's name changes to demon. Whenever I will demon our hero, you guys should not get confused because the name will change to demon. The scene changes, and we are shown the world one origin of nightmare, and this is where the nightmare of professional no vice begins. What happens now is that we see the hunters fighting there with a very powerful wolf. But that wolf is so powerful that after seeing him, the hunters there are saying out of fear, "What the hell? This is the lowest level of these monsters, and it has so much HP that this stick of mine is not even able to make a dent on it. But this one is absolutely superior to us professionals. If he is attacking like this and continues like this, then we will definitely be killed here." But having said this, we see a very bright light coming shining from the sky, and then it comes straight and hits that bluff, and seeing the same. All the hunters there get very surprised, but we see the Asura who destroys that bluff with a single attack of the burning effect of his flame prisoner staff, and then standing there, the Asura is thinking that the professionals of mythical rank have maxed out base, has buff staff and max level equipment. So that's why it was the muted wolf who was. To defeat him, all the ordinary and professional people team up. I can defeat him with just one single blow. While saying come, we look at the other hunters on the side who are very surprised to see Asura there. And those people are saying, "Oh mother, this was such a dangerous amount of damage," and seeing the same. A girl from the side is also saying, "All the equipments she has are of golden color." So what does this mean? It is not that he is a professional. Now he would have said the first thing after hearing this, "This is impossible because he will have the energy in such a way that he will be in such an early stage so that he can refine his wonderful staff here." But apart from that, he is definitely a big man. But in that medicine, we see Asura who's standing there. I am thinking that the experience level monster has is very less. Hence, for the same reason, I need to kill all the high-level monsters, and that too to gain experience points to the maximum. To do this, and in the first world, except for this mutated wolf-in-law, there are also spiders of level 3 and 4 here. There are also iron-armored scorpions of level 5 and 7, and also Bork Boar of level 8 and 9, and then the last one is the ultimate king, which is Bjork Boar King, which is of level 10. Then in the present time, which the best choice for me would be a level 3 monster who would be inside that abandoned factory at the present time. Atma speaks as soon as Asura starts leaving from there. The hunters there are saying, "Senior brother, how about we all come together and form a team, and we have a healer tank? And there is also a DPS." Now after listening, that girl also says, "Yes, senior brother, we can also help you in this thing." Now again the third girl says, "I am also a healer, I can help you." But the one who listens to this much is Asura. He scares all three of them there and says, "I don't need anyone, the soul." As soon as he says this, the demon goes away from there immediately. But at the same time, all three hunters there get very scared. And then one of them is saying, "Did you guys just feel that his presence was there in that monster? It was even more terrifying than that, and now look at that. He is going towards that abandoned factory, and I heard that all the monsters inside that factory are of very high level, and I am also very dangerous. So then doesn't he plan to go alone and fight with all of them?" A big man is always a big man who always chooses other paths, and then we let us again look at Asura who kills all the monsters coming in front of him one by one in one blow. After killing all the monsters, he gets only one level up and reaches level 2. But in the Ute he is suddenly attacked again by the full force of Joe Weenie Miss Spider. But Joe Asura is very big. Easily destroys the entire force of those spiders, and then after eliminating them all, Asura's level increases again. and then his system is saying to him, "Congratulations, you have unlocked the first slot of your skill. And along with it, you have also got your first skill, which is Fireball." Now, after seeing that, also say, I never had the slightest expectation that after leveling up, I would get so many bonuses, that too because of my mythical level profession. And this is 6 times more than all the other professionals. Moreover, I am leveling up 3 times at the same time. And because of this, all the atrils I have are getting distributed equally, and now my atril has even reached 18, and that is the profession of Beast Master. He exactly follows the growth path, which is similar to the early stages of any match. So because of that, it would be better for me to increase the stable output quickly and then immediately improve my efficiency, and for my initial scale, it is not that powerful, and for a simple profession which has very limited energy. Because of that, no one would want to waste their energy on this, but as I don't lack even an iota of ability power. With that being said, the Asura takes his fireball to its max level. And after seeing the same, the demon who appears smiles and says, "This is very good. My initial damage has reached 140. The system in your presence is saying to him, "Congratulations. Your fireball has become a super fireball, and along with it, it has also become a rank, but if you want to upgrade it even more, then you will have to proceed in your second job." And after seeing the same, Asura is speaking to Duva. In this way, your tasks in the first world, after completing this, it will be much easier for me to reach level 8, and in the previous time it was so much easier. That too would be enough to challenge the ultimate boss, and then to clear the first world. As soon as he recites this surah, he reaches in front of a big gate, and then there he looks and says, "Is anyone there?" What Anna says. As he opens the gate and comes inside, he sees a very injured hunter lying on the ground in front of him, and then looking at him, the demon is thinking, if I leave this fact aside, if any player dies here and is actually taken away, then because of that, this world is different from the others. It is not at all different from any game, and all the quests, dungeons, and these NPCs are right in front of me. The NPC that comes in the way says to Asura, "My wife and children have been killed by that monster. So are you a hunter, please? Will you help me to eliminate that hateful scorpion?" Along with the soul speaking, Jasser's system tells him that you have triggered a storyline quest. So would you like to accept it? Now, after seeing the same, Asura, think again. All weapon drops occur after completing NPC quests. They are much better than all the monster weapons that drop, like I only have 1 staff right now, so that's why this quest will be worth it for me. He starts checking that quest, and where his mission is to kill the iron-headed Scorpion King, and along with it, he has to eliminate all his small companions, and in return you will get a lot of experience points along with a lot of equipment, and after seeing the same, the Asura becomes. Looking inside, he is saying, "Is there any movement inside?" And it looks like there is no monster inside. But despite that, completing this quest will be my top priority. For now, you are an intermediate monster, that too, the first iron-armored scorpion of this world. It has been a long time since I have seen you. As soon as you say come, the whole group of those scorpions come there, and then immediately they become the Asuras of this place. Would attack him, but the Asura would jump using his magical vert. Mara attacks that scorpion himself, but the one who is scorpion dodges its attack and uses his collision skill to attack Asura, but the one who is Asura kills him with a single blow with the help of his power. I kill that level 5 scorpion there, and then after killing him, we see a huge explosion there, and then the Asura who is with him also gets 5 zizins in energy, and then the one who is Asura is saying that even if this super fireball is very useful, but it consumes a lot of my mana, but if I quickly kill all these scorpions here, then all the scorpions here, their emperor, will also come here himself, and while we were talking, we will see them. The emperor scorpion comes out from under the ground, and seeing him, even the demons are saying, "Finally he has come here, then I will have to immediately end him here, otherwise I will obey him. Yes, it will be finished." As soon as I say this, the demon that appears will be destroyed immediately. Using his very powerful super fireball skill, He attacks that Emperor Scorpion, but we see that his armor is so strong that even his fireball does not work on him, and seeing the same, Asura also gets worried. He is saying, shit, his armor is very strong as always. Don't say come. Just like the Scorpion attacks Asura with his puss, the Asura dodges his attack and immediately fires at him. Attacking the ball again, he says, then what do you think about this place? With this being said, Sura makes a very powerful attack on the backside of that Scorpion, and with the same attack, we see that the Scorpion, who is the Emperor, gets crushed there, and then the one who is sitting there is speaking. It happens that I am very lucky because I immobilized him here at the right time, and that too before my mana ended, and now this Scorpion King will have to give me one last strike. After that my mission will also be completed. But I will come there from behind, and the hour which is hidden there will immediately come to that Scorpion. While attacking the king, he says that we will be the ones who will complete the mission, and I am the one who will harvest this Scorpion King right now. But after hearing this, Sura immediately goes and catches him, and then he looks at her smilingly and says, okay, so you have finally shown yourself here, and on hearing this, the hunter's entire condition gets spoiled, and then he is wondering whether he already knew about us. But there is Hijasura in the vote. He uses his power immediately. It is said that some people level up themselves very honestly, but some people silently eliminate other hunters and then level up themselves by eliminating their own hunters. But this is too much. It's a bad thing because you have chosen the wrong target here, and every animus I have faced till date is 1,000,000 times stronger than you. I show it to him. He makes a very big blast, and after seeing the same, the hunter who is a hunter gets very surprised and says, how can he do this? But as soon as he said this, the demon who is there immediately comes and stands behind him. But the one who is the hunter, looking at the Asura again, says, what do you believe? It should not have ended by now, but despite that, how are you still able to activate your skills? And you, Brad, you don't even seem new to me. And after listening to him, the answer to that devil is there. If I had not said this at that time, then you people would not have come in front of me saying come and say. Its system is saying, congratulations, you have harvested a soul here. After killing the armored Scorpion Emperor, would you like to absorb that Emperor too, just like your stomach? He says while he is sleeping, I feel that my luck is very good because I have triggered this effect so early. The surah that is uttered along with saying Atna immediately goes to that Emperor, absorbs K's power, and then immediately after that we see a very dark aura coming out from inside his body. He starts coming out, and then there is his system in the air. He is saying, you have just received the armored Emperor Scorpion. As soon as he says come, we see the Emperor Scorpion coming out there immediately. And in the end, his system is telling him that your Emperor Scorpion's loyalty has reached infinity for you, and this pad of yours can absorb any 10 monsters, and then his after upgrading. One can reach the elite level, and one would be happy to see the same. You are wondering which is the main area due to which it is very difficult for monster tamers to grow their stomach. That is that they have to grow their level also to increase the experience of their stomach. While listening to the stem, its system says that your Scorpion needs less experience than 50 to upgrade, and seeing the same, he is thinking with pleasure that in the beginning, very less experience is required to upgrade, but as pads continue to be upgraded, those people will get even more. Experience is required, and because of that it becomes very difficult to upgrade your pad even more. But this is a very bad thing because I have no shortage at all, and that too in the spirit of experience points. Also, the one who is Asura immediately upgrades his Emperor Scorpion there. As soon as the soul speaks, we see that his Scorpion gets upgraded from grade D to grade A, and after seeing all this, he, the second one, who is a hunter, regains full consciousness, and then he says, what should actually happen because it is absolutely impossible for a normal pet tamer to acquire so much power for himself, and after listening to him, Asra says that ever since I had accepted this mission, I have felt that I was thinking that someone is secretly spying on me. Then let me guess that you all are Asians who target those people who are isolated from other people, and luckily we both got same. If you got the mission, Then because of that you decided that you will secretly ambush me, and when the right opportunity comes, you will kill me. You will attack above and kill me, and then after that you will get all the rewards for yourself. And after hearing that, the hunter who is there will be crying and saying, then today I thought that this guy is very bad. If he is too weak, then I will bully him and easily take all the rewards for myself. But now it turns out that this guy is very powerful. Now I will have to run away from here by whatever means. The devil in my heart speaks to him. Come on, friend, show me your capabilities. As soon as he hears you coming, his scorpion will immediately become that hunter's prey. He attacks him and injures him, and then the hunter in the womb is saying, please, I am begging you, don't kill me. But after hearing the same, the demon who is there speaks, in a world where those who are strong always make victims of the weak, whereas a person like you who wants to make others a victim, then for the same reason you should be ready to become a victim yourself. He immediately eats that hunter there, but due to the medicine, the scene changes and we are shown that NPC, where he happily says to Asura, thank you for taking my revenge. Then from today onwards I will call you my brother, Carl, and after hearing this, his system tells him, congratulations for completing your quest. Then in return you have got a magical necklace as well as armored leggings as a reward, and along with this you have also increased your level again, and after seeing all this, the Asura checks in his system and says then let me take a look at what kind of equipment it is and, having said this, let's check the magical necklace. Whenever you wear this magical necklace, your magical power will increase a lot, and after wearing this armored leggings, you will also get very good protection. After seeing all the same, Jasra is saying that this is a very good equipment because whenever I run out of mana, I will use it urgently. With the saying Anna, the Asura who is there immediately uses both those equipments. Also does a full upgrade, and then after upgrading it says, it happens that with these two pieces of equipment, I and my armorer will reach level 5 very easily. But while saying this, the system of that place gets exposed and it is written in it. A secret trail has suddenly appeared in Doomsday, and it is going to be in the rally only for an hour. So whoever challenges that realm first and clears it, very good wishes to him. You will get rewards in return, and after seeing the same, all the other hunters there are very happy. They become more surprised, and then one of them is saying, what a level 5 realm, but how will we clear that place? But the demon on the other side is saying there is a level 5 realm. Then with my current abilities, that initial reward will be all mine, and as soon as he says this, the scene changes again, and we see that there is a rally mo. Many hunters have reached in front of him, and among them one is saying, would anyone like to go inside this realm with me because it is my first time inside there? There are going to be rewards inside Babu's secret limb, and they are going to be very generous, and with that reward we can also make a good fortune. But after listening to him, another hunter is saying from the side, if you think about it, if we go inside that realm with our current level, then we will immediately go there and end up there, and even if we reach there and make a lot of money, we will not survive it to spend. And after hearing that the first one is saying that's why I am suggesting that we form a team. While Megan was speaking, Asura also comes there, and then after listening to him, he is thinking that there are very few people who are willing to challenge that kingdom. But while he was thinking so much, a voice came from behind, everyone move aside, and saying this, we looked there for another hour, who was wearing a golden-colored armor, and who was very confident. And after seeing him, all the hunters there are saying, hey, he is President King. But after seeing him, the person listening is wondering who is this guy. He has made a very grand entrance here, and he is another hunter from their side and says, don't you know him? This is Ling King, and he is from Lehi. He has a son who is the richest man here, and there are 3 biggest pharmacies in this country, and those 3 pharmacies are owned by Lian Hai fam, and their net worth is in billions. And after listening to them, King's partner says, yes, you guys are right. Our President King is really very wonderful, and we, all his subordinates, we all also have the equipment of Star 1, and the price of each of those equipment is ours. One dozens and but the best thing is that there is a girl who is very surprised to see Asura and is saying, "You are here. What are you doing?" Anna, who is Asura, looking at that girl. He is thinking in his mind that the original man of this body is his ex-girlfriend and her name is Lin. Now she is Tom Lin. He should speak to Sarah. "I am a simple beast like you who can't even pay your rent. What are you doing here and somewhere else? You are not thinking that you will go and face this level 5 realm." Now, after hearing that, Asura gets angry and replies to him, "Do you have any problem with this?" And after seeing such reaction of Asura, you are shocked. She is very surprised and is thinking, what has happened to Jang all of a sudden, and shouldn't she have asked for pussy again? That too from me, for one more chance. But with so much thinking, she immediately clings to Yaki King and says that for such a special type of realm, we have to go to strong people like our master. It should be the right to go and clear it first, and also some people should not dream during the day. The king who listens to the soul speaks to the demons. "Brother, how do you feel when someone dumps you? And if you ask, then people should know their limits, and there is no need to show any stubbornness here." But after listening to him, he says whatever he wants. It is just like any old shoe which I have never seen before. Had worn it, then if you like it, then you can keep it with you. The same thing about that special realm. It is not me who is dreaming here, but it is someone else who is absorbed in listening to Tanha and is very angry, saying to Masura, "What have you been doing all this nonsense since then?" And Master King, look at him, how much he is. If he is getting too arrogant, then hurry up and help me to teach him a lesson. But after listening to this much, he says to him, "I will advise you to keep your life a little under control." Now you should not listen to him again. She is shouting and saying that your threads are completely useless, and I know exactly how much you are. He is very weak, master. This is a complete pile of rubbish. But the king who is there would be thinking in his mind after seeing Asura, "This is very strange. I am not able to check his level and profession properly, and from the looks of it, it seems that he is hiding them deliberately." And after thinking this much, he says, "Forget all this for now, because your master is also very busy in tackling that secret railing. To do, then that's why I don't have any time to waste on you. Then that's why I don't care about you. This time I am leaving life. Come, I say." The king who is going inside that kingdom with all his companions is saying, "Brothers, have you all brought the resurrection scroll with you? Then everyone come with me to that secret lime. Let's go inside, and then after going there, first of all we clear it." After hearing about his coming, all the hunters there start going after the king with great enthusiasm. That too inside that realm, but that is the other side. On the other hand, all the children who are weak hunters are saying, "Brother, please accept that we. If you are very poor, then that is why we cannot compete," and also with all the rich second-generation types. And after listening to him, Jasu is replying to him, "If you think that you are very weak, and you can't compete in front of those people, then you should find some way on your own to make yourself even stronger." He is saying and thinking so much that the original Zhang was very poor, but now he has nothing to do with me, and that too the hunter who is on his side. He is saying again, "Are you still acting so tough?" Here in Magat, other people from the side also start saying, "Wow, did you guys hear that every one of the ridgers he scores is worth it? 3,000, and they each have a resurrection scroll now, and you can use this resurrection scroll to get your life back 3 times. So after seeing this, I am sure that this time also they are the supreme guild, and they are the ones who are going to clear this realm." But after listening to all the talks of those people, Jasu is thinking that it happens that this is a secret realm. Here Joe bossily guards the place most of the time. So with my current abilities, I can face all the small monsters very easily, but I am afraid. The reason is that right now I cannot go and deal with that final boss, but only until I and this Emperor Iron Scorpion of mine are both level 5, and then with the right equipment and together with maxed out skills, I guarantee I will be able to solo victory over that monster without fail. In Hugh Magate, again we are shown to King's team where Lin is saying to King, "Brother, he had bullied me so much, then why didn't you take my revenge from him?" Yes, now she hearing this, King replies that there were a lot of people there, so if I had killed him there for the same reason, then my reputation as a killer would have been spoiled, which would have ruined my family's reputation. If it got worse then that's why I felt it wasn't worth it, but you absolutely. Don't worry too, because later I will do something that will make that useless beast tamer kneel down in front of you and apologize to you. Now after hearing that, Lin is happy and says thank you brother. I knew that you were very worried about me. But after saying this, we see Asura from Dawa, who after summoning his scorpion outside, immediately comes inside that realm, and then he is saying that the pets of all the ordinary animals are tamers. They need experience like their master, but luckily necrolysis is also needed to level up, and as soon as we go and kill some small monsters, after that my scorpion will level up very easily, which is Asura with the word Ana. He starts killing all the small monsters there one by one with his scorpion. All the hunters there are secretly looking at him and saying, wow, isn't this the same poor hunter who that there was a clash with that king? Then on the face of it, it seems that this is too much. He is strong, and he is destroying level 5 monsters with such ease. Now I was wrong in giving him a chance in the first place, and with that said, all the other girls there are there. They come near Asura, and then they are tempting Asura and saying, brother, can you take us with you to fight with all those monsters, and how about we all stay here? Let's become friends. And then the girl next to us says, brother, can I become your girlfriend? Now I will never betray you. I will give it no matter what happens. But after listening to all of them, Asura, just like a Sigma male, rejects all 3 of them there, and after hearing Asura's reply, the hearts of these 3 girls break. But the system there again gives an alert to all the people that this secret realm is going to close within 10 minutes, and then after seeing the same, the person who is there is saying that my defense is even higher after cupping my level 5 armored scorpion. If it gets better, then for the same reason I will use it as a tank when I fight in the front row. Then you will focus from the back to attack that monster, and with this equipment with the help of which I consider myself, I can restore it very quickly. With its help I can use my fireball continuously, and because of that, the efficiency of killing that monster will be too much for me, and 10 minutes is enough for me. Now the scene will change again, and we will see who is the king. He is in a very bad condition and says angrily, if we had done a little more then we would have definitely defeated that monster scorpion there. And then after hearing this, the president is saying along with him, a level 7 monster and in front of us, level 2 professionals like us, are just like an ant. And then seeing the same, the one who gets attracted says, brother, all the monsters there are within that realm, they are is more powerful, then we should focus on staying alive now. Hearing that, the other one says, yes, he said it right. Before that monster chases us, we should use the reincarnation scroll to escape from here. Otherwise we will all end up here. But with no listening, he becomes the king and says with great surprise that someone is coming towards us. While saying this, Asura walks from inside the shining light and comes in front of them, and after seeing Asura, they say, why you have come here to single-handedly tackle this level 5 realm, and do you have even the slightest fear in you? There is no way to die here. But after hearing this, Asura starts smiling at those people. Now seeing the same, they all get very angry, and then the one who is the companion of the king is saying, what are you laughing at right now? Yes, and this young master of ours will definitely teach you a lesson. But the one who is there is saying, brother, don't get angry here because he is poor. He won't have any reincarnation scroll, so he must have come here to die. The first one was talking to the medicine man after hearing come. President, that monster would have come here soon. Then for that very reason, we should leave from here quickly, and if we didn't listen, everyone would be saying while leaving from there, foolish, you are going to destroy yourself here. My work has become easy, and now there will be no need for me to destroy you by myself. Then the system comes to Mansura and tells him that you are welcome, and that too inside this realm. Then your mission is to destroy you in this world. The guardian of Relam has to be eliminated here, and after seeing that Kesra says then let's go. Let's go from here, and there is no need to pay attention to these useless noises, and without saying anything, we see from underground that the boss of level 7 score comes there, and then after his arrival also. The system of Asura shows all the status of that monster in front of him, and seeing the same, Asura is also speaking as I had expected, that too from the leader of this scorpion, and this is not the same at all. All the small minions were like him, and his health-wise is also very fat. So my friend, quickly, go and attack him. Atna Sonde. His Emperor Scorpion goes and attacks that boss Scorpion, and then we see his attack becomes -22 AP, and seeing the same, Ezra is saying wow. This is very good, because with all the good equipment I have and my iron armored Scorpion with its skills, I am not able to even hurt the boss Scorpion, and even without saying no. What happens is he continuously starts attacking that level 7 Scorpion with his fireball, and due to his attack seeing this, the Scorpion is getting a lot of damage, and immediately after that it also gets injured a lot. But as soon as it attacks Asura, the Scorpion of Asura immediately comes and blocks his attack. He does it, and then seeing the same Asura, he creates a very powerful fireball and hits it directly on the face of the level 7 Scorpion. And from that attack we see that the Scorpion is completely half dead. But the one who happens to be Asura delivers a final strike and immediately brings the level 7 boss Scorpion back to his place. And then after that he would be placing his foot on his head and saying, "It was nothing at all, if you come in front of me." Then his system would be telling him again, "Congratulations player 0, you have brought this level 5 realm here. If you have cleared the pay, then in return you have got the secret realm scroll along with the bleach iron grade." And then all the hunters out there are seeing this notification, and they are saying, "Is that the one that someone gave him in the rally? Have cleared it, and who is this big shot whose name is 0, and he is really very." It is impressive because he has cleared that level 5 realm, and after seeing the same, both Lin and King have regained full consciousness, and then Lin is speaking like all the people right now. All of them around here are level 1 or 3, and on top of that, the Guardian on top is also of level 6 or 7 within the realm of level 5. So then how was that boss defeated now? And listen to the king. He says that it is not that your ex-boyfriend went inside and defeated that monster there, because after he went inside, the announcement came in front of all of us. Now after listening to her, Lin says that this is absolutely impossible because you had seen that she had kept her ID hidden there, and even she does not have any pet. Then how is it possible that he can go there alone and defeat that level 7 boss there? Now after hearing that, even King is saying, "Yes, I too feel that there is someone else who has defeated that monster there." But despite that, killing that boss Scorpion is not an easy task at all. And then for the same reason, I want you to go find that player Ro who has cleared that realm, and after you find him, offer him a very high reward to join our Supreme Guild and join us. Luo examined the loot, noting that the drop rate from the secret realm boss monsters was indeed higher than from the ordinary ones. Among the copper coins, blueprints, and equipment, the most significant find was a secret scroll. This scroll could be upgraded using energy points, and Luo wasted no time, pushing it to its maximum level. The bronze scroll transformed into silver and finally reached the king level. He knew that if he sold it, it could fetch several 100,000, a considerable sum for a typical shifter class. But for Luo, this was essential for his quest to conquer other worlds. With the use of the level 5 king level secret scroll, Luo checked the details of the new quest. The challenge had a difficulty level of 100, requiring him to escort an NPC. The time limit was 12 hours, and he needed to locate Aileen and bring her to the safe zone. This was a one-time mission, but Luo faced a significant hurdle. He was only level 5. While the map level was 10, the area was expected to be teeming with wild boars in groups, which would undoubtedly make the task difficult. Despite this, Luo decided to focus on locating the NPC first and deal with the rest as it came. A little girl screamed for the beast to stop chasing her. Suddenly, a fireball hits the beast. Did you just save me? Yes, I did. System notices. Survivor Island found. Time remaining is 10 hours. Loud roars can be heard from the beasts. Is that noise related to the mission? As soon as he found her, the area became restless. At that moment, a boar charged at him. He grabbed the NPC and jumped to the side while counterattacking. He found himself surrounded. This is not ideal for me. Even with all the max skills and equipment, I barely heard it. Damn it, if the NPC dies, then the mission fails. Alright, come out and protect me, armored scorpion. His pet roars and attacks, clashing with the boars. Luo uses this chance and channels his fireballs and attacks, defeating one. It works. Let's go, my pet. We can defeat a few more, and we can level up. Luo battled through wave after wave of wild boars, his frustration growing as they gave him no chance to recover. Damn it, they're relentless. My mana is running low. Are you okay? I promise I'll get you to safety. Suddenly, a boar lunged at him, and Luo barely managed to block the attack. Reacting quickly, he unleashed a max level fireball spell. The boar roared in pain, clearly damaged by the blast. Luo was relieved his health was high enough to withstand the attack. Otherwise, he might have been defeated. His pet was struggling. Just as Luo feared, it might not last much longer. But the boar collapsed from the earlier hit. Luo saw it was still alive, but in bad shape. At that moment, the system notified him that he had leveled up. Alright, I can level up twice now. First things first, let's boost my attack. He upgraded his stats, feeling the surge of newfound strength. He equipped the Scorpion King's gear, enhancing his power even further. With his upgraded abilities, Luo channeled a powerful fireball and struck the boar, finishing it off. Great, with this new power, I can take down boars in just 2 shots. Time to hunt. Luo fired multiple fireballs, cutting a swath through the enemies and clearing his path with renewed strength. Catching his breath, Luo thought to himself, with the wild boars defeated, all that's left is to escort Aelin back to Doomsday Town. And I'll be done. Suddenly, a voice interrupted his thoughts. Oh, so you survived the secret realm. Luo's patience snapped. I don't have time for you two, just get lost. King, hurry up and deal with this fool. You're level 5 with gold equipment, show him what you've got. I spared you last time, but your luck has run out. This is the end for you. If you value your life, you'd better leave now. You're all talk, let's see if your words can save you now. King attack seemed weak and ineffective. What the hell is going on? That loser is just a tamer. So why is King having so much trouble? With a smirk, is that all you've got? Now it's my turn. Luo prepared his fireball skill, his eyes glowing ominously. Yao, taunting him, boasted about his status as the president of the Supreme Guild and the eldest son of the Liu family, the wealthiest man in Linhai. Think carefully before challenging me, Yao sneered. Luo, undeterred, hurled the fireball with a fierce resolve. It struck Yao squarely. And with a final gasp, Yao couldn't believe how a single attack had taken him down. His gear scattered to the ground. The system's announcement confirmed that Yao had been struck and was now grayed out. Luo smirked, calling Yao a fool. The system elaborated. Normally, players appear as white. When one player attacks another, their name turns gray for a short period. During this time, defeating the grayed player incurs no evil points. However, if the gray-named player manages to defeat the attacker, they gain 100 evil points and turn red. Red players are barred from safe zones and cannot leave the game world until they either eliminate enough monsters to reduce their evil points or wait for death. Upon death, players lose their levels, experience, and drop a significant amount of gear and items, as Luo collects the gear. Yao stood in stunned disbelief, unable to process that her boyfriend had been defeated in a single move. How had Luo become so powerful? Panic set in as she frantically questioned Luo's intentions. Her mind raced, recalling that she had 2 resurrection scrolls but had already used one in the secret realm. The thought of using the second one now was unbearable, as you could only use 2 per week, with fear etched on her face. Yuji desperately pleaded with Luo, claiming she hadn't forgotten him since their separation. But Luo and Ming walked past her, ignoring her entirely. Luo knew that if Yuju had attacked them, it would have jeopardized his mission, and he had more pressing matters to attend to than dealing with her. As they walked away, Yuju's anger erupted. She screamed in frustration, vowing that she would make Luo pay for dismissing her so easily. Back in the safe zone, Ming thanked Luo for bringing her home. The system chimed in, announcing the completion of the mission and displaying Luo's rewards: an ice staff, the ice clone skill, and a pet egg. The screen also showed his updated stats now that he was level 8. Luo summoned his new ice staff, admiring its details as the stats appeared. He smiled, ready to upgrade the staff. The system notified him of his new destroyer Frost Scepter, and Luo acknowledged that while higher-level gear required more energy to upgrade, it was not a concern for him. Examining the pet egg, Luo noted it was of normal grade, and he recalled having a surplus from his monster farming, deciding to feed them all to his main pet. He watched with satisfaction as it responded eagerly. Several system windows popped up, indicating that his pet had evolved multiple times, reaching the silver lead level. The newly evolved armored Emperor Scorpion let out a mighty roar. With his upgraded gear and newly evolved pet, Luo felt confident he was ready to challenge the First World's imminent boss. However, before taking on that challenge, he needed to gather more supplies. He entered the portal and arrived back in the real world. Luo's phone rang, and he answered it to hear from the doctors about his brother. They informed him that his bill had reached 390,000 yuan, and that treatment would be halted if payment wasn't received soon. Luo asked for the hospital card number and promised to call back shortly. After ending the call, Luo opened his inventory, considering selling some of the gold pieces he had collected. He estimated that this could fetch him a few million yuan, which would be enough to cover the bill and fulfill his debt to the old owner. However, he was immediately confronted by a system message stating that the gold pieces were bound to him and could not be traded. A wave of frustration and shock washed over him as he realized the restriction was due to his passive skill. He groaned, understanding that trading was not an option at the moment. Selling his silver coins would only net him about 10,000 yuan, which was far from sufficient. Desperate, Luo knew he needed to find a more substantial source of money quickly. Luo glanced at his phone, searching for any potential solutions. His thoughts turned to training others, but the compensation was too meager. Suddenly, his eyes widened as he saw a post from Rumoro. The post was looking for the person who had cleared the secret realm to act as a coach, offering a payment of 300,000 yuan. As he read further, he noticed another post warning that everyone who had accepted similar offers in the past had disappeared. Intrigued, Luo picked up his phone to make a call, muttering to himself, "Now that's an interesting post." A girl sits in front of multiple computer screens, responding to Luo's call. He asks, "What are the specific requirements for the 300,000 yuan reward for training on the forum?" The lady on the other end explains. Requirement 1. You must be a newly certified professional this year. Requirement 2. You need to guide a designated person through the First World. Luo responds, "Got it. Whether it's the First World or the Second, it's no problem." Luo mentions he wants 300,000, but she interrupts him, saying, Once the task is completed, I can give you 400,000. Luo inquires, when does it start? She replies, in 10 minutes. Someone will be waiting for you at the Resurrection Fountain in Doomsday Town. Luo then arrives at the Resurrection Fountain in Doomsday Town. As he enters the area, he reflects that his original goal was to clear the first world, and now he could earn 400,000. Just by bringing one person along. This seems like a great deal, a guaranteed win. At that moment, something catches Luo's eye. A woman in a hooded robe approaches him while others watch from a distance. Luo asks, "Is this the trainee?" She nods in confirmation. The crowd looks on and questions, "Isn't she the misfortune mage? It's true she always wears this outfit and never speaks. Could it be that the weak player next to her has taken on that mission? What a fool. People today really value money more than their lives." They exchange glances after hearing the crowd's remarks, but Luo is focused on getting the job done. Luo asks her to quickly assemble a team so they can complete the world mission together. The system then announces the other party has hidden their idea and has joined the team. Luo explains, to clear the first world, you need to complete 2 prerequisite tasks. Defeat 1,000 monsters and collect 10 coins. Do you understand? She doesn't know how to respond. He explains, in this world, professionals can't deal mandatory damage to monsters that are 5 levels higher than themselves, even if you reduce a monster's health to just 1 drop. It's useless if she can't finish it off. The system indicates that she is level 1. Luo summons his staff and says, "Let's tackle the prerequisite tasks first, and I'll help you level up in the process." He casts a frost skill on a monster, dealing 389 points of damage and freezing it in place. With a confident smile, he says, "The skill book we got from the last mission isn't as strong as Fireball, but as a control skill, it's still pretty useful." He then looks at her and says, "What are you daydreaming about? Go finish off the enemy." She is confused but follows his instructions. She begins to channel a spell, and a purple glow surrounds her as she concentrates. With a powerful surge, she unleashes the spell on the frozen monster, shattering it into pieces with a burst of energy. Multiple system windows appear, saying, "Congratulations on leveling up." She's amazed, wondering how she could level up 3 times in a row. She's so focused on the system notifications that she doesn't see the monster coming to attack her. Luo yells, "Watch out." He grabs her just in time, pulling her out of the way as they slide along the ground. Luo quickly retaliates with a powerful fireball spell, launching a massive burst of flame at the monster. The fireball hits the monster, engulfing it in flames. Luo checks to confirm the monster is dead while she places her hand on his chest. She gazes at him with deep admiration, seeing him as her savior. Luo doesn't notice her emotions and tells her to get up quickly and head to the next leveling point. She nods in agreement. Luo says, "This job is worth 400,000, then asks, "How old are you?" She holds up her fingers to indicate her age. Luo responds, 21. People usually awaken their profession at 18. You should have entered the other world 3 years ago. Why is your level still so low? She suddenly stops walking, and Luo asks, "What's wrong?" She takes off her hood, thanks Luo for leveling her up, and tells him he can leave now. As compensation, "I'll give you 10,000 yuan, she says, "and please don't tell my sister." Luo, with a confused look, said he thought she could not speak. With a confident tone, he reassures her, "Don't worry. Since I promised your sister, I'll definitely take you through the first world." In fear, she replies, "Didn't you hear what those people said? I'm the body of misfortune, the star of disaster. If we stay together, I'll bring you nothing but trouble." Luo asks, "Actually, I was a bit curious earlier. What does the body of misfortune mean?" In a state of panic, she says, "It's the evil master, someone who is out to harm people." A group of players arrives and announces, "The forum says that anyone who takes on her mission is doomed to die, but whoever kills her will gain a lot of experience and supernatural powers." One member of the group declares, "Let's go and enforce justice today." She tells him, "These people are usually level 5 or 6, and we can't compete with them. They're coming for me, so please leave while you can." He summons his staff, and, with a determined look, Luo says, "You want to take my 400,000? Did you get my permission?" A voice interrupts them, saying, "Wow, this is going to be an exciting group fight." It turns out to be Liu Yao and his guild, who march in with the confidence of seasoned warriors. The other group says, "Boss, isn't that Liu Yao, the richest man in Linhai? Are they here to take us down? We can't compete with them." The boss of the other group steps forward and says, "Brother Liu, Master Liu, we have no intention of offending you, if you also seek to eliminate these people." But Liu Yao cuts him off, saying, "Shut up." Liu Yao walks up to Luo and jabs his finger into Luo's chest, saying, "Oh, it's you. What a coincidence that we meet here." Luo, unflinching, taunts him, "Oh, are you here to hand me more equipment? If I'm not mistaken, you can't use the resurrection scroll for another 7 days, right?" Liu smiles at him and signals his team to attack his guild. Here's his order, and quickly readies themselves for the attack on Luo and the girl gearing up for the confrontation.